So go ahead and let your eyes close and take a nice deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe a couple more like this as we allow ourselves to drop in and start to take residency in our body. Give yourself the opportunity to scan and bring your awareness to your physical body, starting at the top of the head, moving around the eyes, the nose, the ears, the mouth. Just noticing any sensations. How your neck is seated on your spine, where your shoulders are sitting. Noticing any tightness, allowing your body to move as you notice certain areas that might feel stiff or off in any way. Moving down your shoulders, elbows, noticing where your hands and fingers are resting. Moving down your spine. Noticing how your sits bones are seated on the chair or the floor. Moving down to your thighs and your knees, shins, ankles, toes, the bottom of your feet. And then bring your awareness to the inside. Is there any energy that feels stuck or static? Oftentimes we'll have thoughts that are floating around our head, or we'll have feelings that are held in the solar plexus, feelings that are held in the stomach. And just take this opportunity to notice where you might be holding certain feelings or thought forms. And after you've noticed this, just bring yourself back into the seat of the awareness that's doing the looking. And what I mean by that is just notice that there is something that it was witnessing as you scan. There's something that's witnessing as you identify feelings in your body. And that witness can observe everything all in one space. So as we move through our day and we feel affected by things that come into our space, whether it's through thought or through physical proximity, that witness takes in the information. And we have the choice whether to bring it into our space or to let it rest on the outside. We have the choice on where it rests inside our body, where it rests inside our energy field. And we can also, with our awareness and intention, move it out. So let's go into some of this practice now by starting with a grounding cord. So we're actually going to move from the top of the head and feel like there is this energy that's moving, all of the energy that's being held in the body from the top of the head, pulling it down quickly through your body, all of your limbs, And it's going to drop down from the bottom of your feet, from the bottom of your pelvis. And that energy is going to continue down through the layers of the earth, that grounding cord, and placing grounding cords below your feet as well. And moving that energy through the layers of the earth and wrapping around the core center of the planet. And give yourself a couple of deep breaths here. Just noticing if you can feel the difference of anchoring yourself to Mother Earth. And we're going to start to allow that grounding energy of the rich earth to come back up through us. And as it does, it comes back through the bottom of our feet, up into our shins, our knees, our thighs, our pelvis, our stomach, rib cage, solar plexus, heart, shoulders. It runs down the arms, into the fingertips, up through the throat, through the head, and then continues out the top of our head, about 2 feet above our head. And if there's a shape that takes form at the top of your head here, just notice. Notice if there is a shape that the energy takes above your head. And if you see a shape or not, just focus on that energy that's now collecting. And this is where we're going to use that top point as the top of a pyramid. So wherever this sits, you could imagine this triangle that starts to form around your body. The base of it comes right below where you're seated. And then directly below that, about 2 feet underneath you, a pyramid or triangle in the opposite direction forms from below, and they cross those bases in the center of your body, forming this star or star tetrahedron. This geometric shape has a certain energy and vibration to it. This is part of what's considered the quantum field, where everything is occurring at the same time. Everything is possible, the energy can be clean, and you can come here whenever you want. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. This is part of an energy of sacred geometry, and you might notice that the triangles and the star, this shape, starts to spin in a certain direction. I invite you to imagine it spinning counterclockwise. And as it does, it generates an energy that moves any energy that is not of your own and disperses it outside of your energy field. And you can do this with your intention, with your command. Commanding that any energy that is not of my own will leave my space now. Any energy that is not of the light will leave my space now. And any energy that is not for my highest good will leave my space now. Take a nice deep breath and just notice what that shift feels like. That you can shift the energy with your intention alone. And then anything that you might still be thinking about and thoughts that might still be passing through your mind. We're going to draw our own energy back to us that might still be holding on to those things. Things that happened yesterday, news that you heard today, people you might be talking to later, events that are going on around you. Just imagine these silken strips of fabric unwrapping around those things, those people, those places, those occurrences, and slowly pulling and drawing back to you. And once you feel like that's done, take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. And bringing our awareness back to our energetic field, that electromagnetic field or frequency that all living things emit. Generally, it's about 2 to 3 feet above, below, and all around us. But we have that choice to expand it out or to bring it back in. So I invite you to just notice where it naturally sits in this moment. If you can't feel it just yet, that's okay. You can't get this wrong. So just notice where that energy sits right now, and then intend that it pushes out into the room around you. And see how that feels. Does it feel expansive? Does it feel like you have a lot of room to move around? Does it feel comfortable? Just notice what it feels like. Does it feel uncomfortable? And now draw that energy back towards your body so it's resting just about an inch around your skin. And notice what that feels like. We have the ability to push our energy field out and then bring it back in. It can be helpful as we go through some moments now to draw the energy field close to our skin so we don't collect anything that isn't ours as we move throughout the day. So right now we're just going to intend that we push it out about a foot outside of our body. Above, below, in front, and behind. And just do a quick scan of this energy field. It's almost like an egg that you're sitting in. Notice if there's any rough spots. If there's any areas that might feel like the edges aren't smooth. Maybe there's roughness or empty spaces somewhere, like the egg shell has a crack in it perhaps. And starting from right below your feet, just imagine this electrical charge that comes around your energy field and seals up and clears out anything that doesn't belong. spending a little bit more time in certain areas that still might feel like they've collected something throughout the day or the week. And this electrical charge, as it moves up and towards the top of your head, it can then move down and kind of be on repeat. So the charge goes up and then it goes down, up and then back down. And if this feels good to you, you can put this on autopilot for the rest of the day, almost like your force field. And maybe this has a color. If it does, just take note of it. And if this feels good to you, just go ahead and know that it'll be continuing to do its thing as you move throughout the rest of your day. And we're going to move our awareness back down into our sacred bowl, which sits right inside the bowl of our pelvis. And just moving your awareness here. Every day we come here, we are able to cultivate that power where we don't have to move outside of ourselves to make things happen. It doesn't require force, but we allow ourselves to sit back and cultivate our own energy, which naturally radiates out and magnifies those things that are for our highest good. As you place your awareness here, go ahead and take 5 nice deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And with every exhale, just allow yourself to get more and more comfortable in this space. Almost like you're slowly getting comfortable in this nice, big, luxurious chair. Couple more breaths. And when you're ready, go ahead and place one hand over your heart, giving yourself thanks for coming to this place that's available for you whenever you like. Your home. Sending gratitude and love to yourself. Knowing that you are capable of anything that you set your mind to or place your attention on. And in this space, we know that we have a choice. We have a choice where we put our energy. And we have a choice of the energy that we give to our thoughts. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and bring yourself back into the room.